Hey guys, this is MB from underdogchance.com and welcome back to my MLB betting model predictions and projections for today, Wednesday, 21st August. Yesterday, profitable day, close to 3 units of profit, and let's go to today's projections. Yesterday, I was a little bit late, but today I'm a little bit earlier. So I always make projections in the morning. I should make projections even earlier because if you have a system or a model where you beat the closing line or where most of the time the odds will drop, it is important that the timing of your bets as well. Of course, last season I made bets a little bit earlier and I should do this season as well. I see some of my members using same betting model have green numbers, and even if we check results at closing lines every single season, so if you beat the lines, you will probably end up with negative record if you bet just before the game start, right? And if you don't have the system or betting model that when after you bet the odds don't drop, then in the long run nothing will help, right? But if you have a system or betting model or your betting strategy in general where most of the time odds drop, you should you should pay attention to timing as well. Okay, so this is something I always say. We live in a different location, and so you know that you need to pay attention to this, and then you can find out what is the best bet to bet. There are many odds comparison sites, or you can check odds and then you can see the patterns. Usually earlier are better lines, right? Because once the all information are included just before the game starts, because it is not only about the players, not only about probabilities from bookmakers, but also the money involved. Once all information are included, put into this number, then we get final probabilities, final numbers, or closing line, and this is very hard to beat. In theory, it is impossible, and this is why the best chance is betting earlier. Okay, so Baltimore Mets, based on my projections, 58.11% to Mets. Those are my numbers. I didn't see the numbers from bookmakers back then when I was making projections in the morning. And I think I checked some bookmakers and there were similar numbers, so I will not double check anymore. Boston Houston, yesterday Boston was a winning bet, and based on my projections, this is 50-50 game as well with Justin Verlander and Cooper Criswell, and bookmakers have Boston as an underdog, and I see value in underdog for in Boston as an underdog in full game, and of course smaller run line at 1.75 units in first five innings. Pittsburgh, Texas, I would skip this game. White Sox, San Francisco Giants, I don't see any value in this game. I think the odds are completely fair. If we check first five innings, I think there is some value with White Sox. If you can take some run line, not quite there yet, but I think in first five innings or first half, Garrett Crochet and White Sox, there is some value. Minnesota, San Diego Padres. Based on my projections, San Diego should be minus 149. They are minus 120, or in decimal 1.67. My number, bookmakers 1.83. What does this mean? This means that based on my analysis, if I bet 100 American dollars, I should get return of 67 American dollars. But when I check bookmakers, they're offering me more, 83 instead of 67, right? So this is the basic concept of making profitable bets in the long run, right? And based on these numbers, there is some value with San Diego, but I'm looking for bigger discrepancy, and this is what this number will tell me. So there is still not good enough value. Arizona, Miami, Montgomery against Munoz. Based on my projections, Arizona is better team, better chance. I have them at 1.68. So those are my numbers, and bookmakers didn't have the numbers when I was making projections, so I will skip this game. Colorado, Washington, no value. This number suggests there's no value. My betting model gives 58.80% of chance to Washington. Those are my odds, bookmakers' odds. Cleveland Yankees, I would skip this game because of Cleveland's pitcher. Cincinnati, Toronto, based on my projections, the odds are fair. Philadelphia, Atlanta, the same story. I have my betting model has Atlanta at minus 117 or 1.85. Bookmakers minus 115, which is same. Milwaukee, St. Louis, similar story. I have Milwaukee at minus 109. Bookmakers minus 102. So close to 50-50 game. I give 52.08% of chance to Milwaukee. Bookmakers give them a little bit less, but those are the numbers, and I don't see value. Detroit Chicago Cubs. This is the game I didn't check lately, so maybe something changed. So I will just check it quickly on my mobile phone if I will make action later. Just a second. Detroit. There are still no odds on this game, so the odds will probably come later. And we can also check these two games. White Sox. Baltimore Mets. Baltimore Mets 218, 1.72, 1.75. So the odds are the same. Arizona, Miami. Arizona, Miami 1.67. Bookmakers 1.68. My line, as you see, my betting model has the same line. And we still don't have the odds for Detroit Chicago Cubs, so I would skip this game anyway. Angels Kansas, I would skip this game too because league average pitcher. Then we have Tampa Bay Oakland. I have a value with Oakland, but only in full game, not first 5 innings. The first 5 innings, the odds are much closer, but when it comes to full game, I have Oakland at minus 121, bookmakers plus 113. So this discrepancy shows that Oakland should be 1.25 unit play. And the last game, Seattle Dodgers, I don't see any value. Yesterday, Seattle was a qualified bet in first 5 innings plus 0.5, so it was a winning bet. But in today's game, I think the odds are much closer. So based on these numbers, and this is not qualified. Okay, so those are all my projections for today. Soon there will be much more other sports. So exciting. Winter will come, a lot of sports, and I will be also a little bit more active with other sports. So I will share some of my projections on my YouTube channel, not probably every single day, but I will share my work from some of my betting models. I will try to upgrade NHL betting model, which is still, this is the betting model that didn't show results in the past, but this is also some of my challenges because, as I said many times, if you love sports betting, then you find yourself analyzing games, right? So I said this story a couple of times. Sometimes young people come to me and ask me if they can talk to me about business or sometimes about life, and this is not happening all the time, but there was a couple of times, and there was one young girl around 19, 20 years old, and she came to me and she asked me if I can help her to start online business with digital journals, right? And then I asked her, why do you want to do this? And she said, this is my passion. So, digital journals, right? And then I asked her, okay, so how many digital journals have you made so far? You probably have hundreds of digital journals to show me. And she said she doesn't have any digital journal yet. So, well, I knew from the start that this is not passion. The goal, the dream, the idea was just money, right? Because if someone is passionate about playing a guitar, he will play a guitar every single day. If someone is passionate about video games, he will play video games every single day without even need to pay him, right? Because this is a passion, and the same is in sports betting. If you are passionate about sports betting, and I'm not talking about watching games, if you're passionate about sports betting, and again, I'm not talking about watching YouTube videos, I'm not talking about hanging on betting forums on social media. If you're passionate about sports betting, then you are actively learning about probabilities, about math, about numbers, and analyzing your own games with numbers, okay? Or trying to build a system or app or bot or whatever which is connected to sports betting. So sports betting is not watching games. Sports betting is not hunting sports picks. Sports betting is not watching picks videos. And the natural way of the nature will show you in the long run that those who are passionate, they will survive, because those who are passionate, they will outperform others who are not passionate. And this applies to everything, to sports betting, playing a guitar, playing soccer, playing basketball, running a business, whatever in this world. People, because there is so many competition right now, everyone is doing something, and there are so many smart people out there, and people are wasting too much time for the things they are not passionate about. And the problem is that there are actually people who are passionate about something, and they will outperform you, okay? And when you're passionate about something, then you will always try to build betting model, build numbers. I had years where I was struggling with sports betting, with numbers. Back then I started from scratch, but even back then, when I didn't have when I was broke, I was still doing analysis, I was still projecting numbers, I was still building betting models every single day, because this was my passion. And then this later lead me to escaping 9 to 5. And if I wouldn't be passionate, I would probably escape this, stop this, because we have three types of bettors, right? We have tourists, we have angry bettors, and we have so-called, I call them successful sports bettors. Tourist is someone who sees some results or some hope on social media, or maybe some ticket or parlay on social media that someone won, or maybe they saw some handicapper who has good results, and then he jump on this train. He wants to make money, and once the things goes wrong, he stop betting, and then he is not betting for half year, and then he sees something else and he jumps on that train, and usually everything is going like this, and he's always trying to catch these waves, and he's always going down. So those are tourists, so they are not serious about anything, they are not persistent, and they will always jump from one thing to another thing, because they are doing the things only because of money, not because of their true passion, or something that is their true love, right? Then we have angry bettors. Those are usually some smart guys, or some bettors who make money, and then but they are usually still broke, because then they fight against other handicappers, about against bookmakers on social media. They're always angry, and although they make some money, the price they pay is very, very high. Either they pay with their health, with their mental health, with their relationships, with their something else, right? And this is one of the so their main problem is the mindset, and their main problem is that they try to use sports betting as the only income stream in their life, and they don't understand money, so they don't reinvest profit. So it is much better to take smaller profits, reinvest, and start building overall wealth. And then we have third types of bettors, successful bettors. And angry bettors, they usually also watch games, right? So they will be whole day in front of TV, in front of results. So when they are with family, they are checking the results all the time, and they with this they risk their life, their relationships, their families, because once you bet, you don't need to check the results anymore, right? Because this will destroy your life, because this destroyed my life when I was younger, because right now I will be 44, and when I was I don't know, 25 years, 26 years, 25 years, when I started making first serious profits with baseball, I was watching every single game. Later I saw that this is not sustainable. and I was angry better. I was angry on teams. I was angry on everything. I had huge ups and downs. Later when I started looking at things a little bit differently with the right mindset and with betting models that showed results and taking the profits with overall investment strategy, then it became much easier, right? And what I name successful sports bettors, those are the bettors who use sports betting as a passion in their life. They love the process, and the money is just the end results of their passion in the long run. And they see bigger picture. They build betting around their life, not their life around sports betting. They reinvest profits, and this is much easier. And then, of course, we have fourth group of people, which I didn't put here. Those are gamblers who just look for picks. They bet something. They are not serious. They don't love betting. They love sports and money, but all four group of people here, they all love sports and money, right? So but this group can also be named as tourists, because tourists comes and go, right? When you go to some, let's say you go to Italy and you're 1 week there and then you fly back to USA. So this is a tourist. Okay, so tourist is not taking things seriously. He is always jumping on the wave. So one week, 1 month, he's betting until the things go wrong, and then he comes back. Maybe this can be 1 year, maybe this can be half year, but those are always tourists. Okay, someone who's passionate, he's doing this every single day. Okay, every single day, analyzes numbers, betting models, improving your knowledge. You're buying books for sports betting, you're buying courses, you're investing time, money, energy to become sports better. And because I have a friend who is passionate about Lego, the cubes. He's building these castles with Lego. And he's passionate about this. So he's buying the best Lego. He's doing every single week. And this is his passion, right? And nobody can decide what is your passion. So this is every man's personal responsibility to find out what is your passion. Okay, so I'm not telling anyone that you must analyze games for 2 hours every single day. That's up to you. Okay, if I would teach playing a guitar, and when people come to me to play a guitar, and then he said, I'm not passionate about playing a guitar, I don't have time for playing a guitar, well, that's not my problem. You came to me, right? So go home and fix this in your mind, if you want to play a guitar or not. The same is in sports betting. I'm here to tell you what is important, and this is not my problem. If you don't have time, if you're not passionate, go home and fix this, right? Do something else, right? But without passion, it is not possible to win in current times in anywhere, because competition is so big. Okay, and as I said many times, sports betting is not passive income. Okay, I think this is not that hard to understand, because no need to be rocket scientist to understand this. Sports betting is not passive income. Okay, some people think I will just bet a little bit and I will make extra 1,000, 2,000 American dollars every single month. But I'm not really mad guy. I'm not passionate about betting. I'm not passionate about analysis. You don't need to be mad guy, but you need to be passionate about this. Okay, you can learn everything. Okay, but you need to be passionate. Okay, if you're not passionate, you will lose. And the tragedy is that the world offers so many opportunities right now, and people are stuck at the I don't know, industries where they are not passionate about, and they are just wasting time. And this time could be invested in something they are truly passionate about, and they could be the best in some field. Maybe, as I said, in playing a guitar or something like that. And the sports betting is amazing, because it is covered or hidden behind the sports and money. Okay, people think it is about sports and it is about money, while 90% is all about the numbers, right? And if you're not passionate about doing this, you will have problem. Okay, that's what I think, and that's, I'm pretty sure, after I am involved in sports betting world for more than 25 years now, 1998. Right now we are 2024. So yes, 26 years. Uh, and I was I'm betting for 26 years. I was talking to thousands or ten thousands of sports bettors. I am in touch with sports bettors all over the world every single day, and I'm pretty sure about this. Okay, so the first thing you need to have is clarity, focus, and find if this is even your passion. If this is not your passion, you will not you will not win, right? And those people who say this is passive income, they don't understand betting, so they didn't make research about sports betting, how the odds are dropping, what are the challenges in the sports betting world, why this cannot be passive income. I talk about this many times as well. uh, it is much better to invest this money. If you want to sleep, it is better to invest in, I don't know, some stocks, and then you wake up after 5 years, or in bitcoins, and you will have much more money. At least this is the data shows. But sports betting is not such business, because in sports betting every single day you need to take action, and nobody else can make the action for you. Even if you follow someone, you will get worse odds. In ideal scenario, it would be if someone person could bet for everyone else on the same bookmaker at the same time at the same odds, but this is not possible, because once you bet a little bit more, then you will have problems with bookmakers. Not problems, depends where you bet, how much you bet, what is your long-term strategy, and so on. But you will not make millions every single year from sports betting. Okay, you can make 5 6 figures, depends where you bet, and in the long run, but you will not make million each year from sports betting, because this is not possible. So but you can make million if you take these profits, reinvest these profits, and start generating and using this money to fuel your dreams, and your investments, portfolios, business. For example, when I was betting, and I started sharing my knowledge in 2017, and I started sharing the idea that we should reinvest profits in bitcoins. And Bitcoin was around 2,000 American dollars, or 1,000, and a lot of my students, members, they reinvested their profits into bitcoins, into stocks. And right now we are in 2024. One bitcoin is like, I don't know, 50,000, 60,000. I didn't check. I don't check this every single day, but they made like 50, 30, 40, 50x, right? Or even if this is 20x. So it is amazing, and sports betting help you to do this, right? And this is something people don't understand, and the story is the same, right? Right now you can reinvest your profits in AI, in other assets. And this is, I think this is the bigger picture. Of course, I don't have the profitable results right now, but with more and more bets, I believe the results will come back, and then I will cut some and reinvest and build portfolios again. Okay, so this is the end goal of sports betting. At least I think this is the best bet. Okay, and people who are not passionate about these things, about technology, about computer, about numbers, they will have very hard time in sports betting. Some people will say, "What are you talking? You're stupid. I will just find some handicapper. I will pay him, and I will just bet." Well, good luck with that. Many people tried. There was one big influencer. I think he's still there. A couple of millions followers. He was selling this big place, and he said that if you want to win at sports betting, you need to the only thing you need to know is to open email. Well, this is a lie. Okay, if your only skill is to open email, you will never make money in sports betting, and probably not in anywhere else, right? So knowledge is always the first step to making something. Okay, investing in your knowledge is the highest ROI of everything, because without knowledge, you cannot win in sports betting, because sports betting at the end of the day is intellectual game. Okay, so why wasting time on something when you figure out that this is not for you. Okay, and again, I'm not here to tell anyone what to do, but I think that we should understand the reality. Okay, maybe at some point this will be too hard for me. I will see that I cannot compete with young intellectuals, and then I will just stop and I will do something else, or I don't need to do anything anymore. I don't know. I will see, but still, this is still a nice intellectual challenge for me, and we'll see. Okay, so thank you for watching, and whatever decide to take, I wish you good luck.